So you're walking down the street, and all of a sudden, you're with your wife, you're maybe leaving dinner, you're with your girlfriend, you're leaving the coffee shop, you're with your family, maybe just leaving the movie theater, and all of a sudden, a guy comes up to you with a knife and says, hey, either give me all your money, your keys to your car, all your valuables, or I'm going to either hurt you really bad or hurt your family really bad. And you got two options, and it's to either one, you could try to be the brave guy and fend yourself off and fend for your family and possibly get hurt, or you might get away with it. Or two, you just give them the keys to your car and your wallet and your credit cards and all that stuff, and you lose all your valuables. Now, this wouldn't happen. Now, picture this is all in the state of Illinois for the sake of this discussion. This wouldn't happen if, say, concealed carry was legal in Illinois. Now, what do I mean by concealed carry? I mean being able to hold a pistol on your belt, and it's in a holster. If a criminal came up to you in that situation and saw a pistol on your belt, do you really think that he would try to even attempt to try to rob you or hurt you or any type of criminal activity? Now, the three reasons as to why concealed carry should be legal in Illinois are because, one, 48 other states in the country agree to it, so why shouldn't Illinois join the trend? Two, Illinois citizens will feel safer and criminals will be more cautious, and criminals, in a sense, will be unsafer, if you will. And three, only qualified persons will be able to carry a concealed weapon. Now, elaborating on the whole fact that 48 other states allow for concealed carry, according to the Uniform Crime Report, Illinois is near the top of the charts for robbery, murder, and violent crimes. And Springfield, the state capital, is one of the most dangerous cities in terms of criminal activity. So obviously the state needs to make changes because something is wrong here. Something's wrong with this picture if most criminal activity happens in the state capital city. And regardless, there's Chicago too, but there's obviously something wrong with the way the state is running things. Now, just a little stat for you to chew on. The FBI report shows that states with the right to carry have lowered homicide rates by 30%, robbery rates by 46%, and aggravated assault by 12%, and the overall criminal activity by 22%. So you can't tell me that if these other states that allow for concealed carry, their criminal rates have gone down, then why would you think that Illinois' crime rates wouldn't go down? Stats don't lie. Here's another stat. In Florida, weapon permits were available in 1987, and since then, violent crime has dropped 32% and homicide by 58%. 58% homicide. So that's just ridiculous. You can't tell me that Illinois' crime rates and homicide rates won't go down as well. Texas is another example. Texas where violent crime has dropped 20% and homicide by 31% since concealed carry has been legalized. So it just makes sense that Illinois joins the trend with all these other states in legalizing concealed carry. Now, with that said, Illinois citizens will feel safer and criminals will be more cautious before they decide to carry out criminal activity. 40% of felons admitted that they were turned away from committing crime out of the potential that their potential victim was armed. So if you have criminals saying that they wouldn't commit a crime because of the potential that the person was armed, and you also got all these other stats of these states proving that concealed carry lowers crime rate. Citizens in Illinois are defenseless when put into crime-type situations. If a guy came up to you, whether it be with a knife or a steel bar or brass knuckles, all you have is your bare knuckles and you have nothing to fend yourself off. Now, Granted, you don't. If you did have a weapon, you don't necessarily have to use it. You use the visual aspect of it is what fends off criminals. Here's just some examples of people in other states. Fox News report showed that Megan Brown, a beauty queen from Florida, she shot an intruder that came into her house and killed him. That guy could have potentially killed her or hurt her, raped her, or done whatever he wanted to her if she wasn't armed. And on AmericasVoices.org, in 2002, a woman argued for concealed carry. A few months later, she was murdered by her husband. In 2004, Ohio passed concealed carry. WCS Channel 6 reports that an 82-year-old man shoots out a robber's tires and holds him to gunpoint, and the robber got caught. The robber didn't get away with the criminal activity, and he got caught by an 82-year-old man that was carrying a weapon. Stories like these just goes to show you that concealed carry is a good thing. I mean, there'll be more stories in the news about criminals being caught instead of innocent people dying. Now, this brings me on to the next point, because obviously you don't want just anyone carrying around guns. Only qualified people are allowed to carry weapons. And what do I mean by this? You cannot have a prior record, meaning you can't have any criminal background. You must be able to pass a gun safety test, so you know how to properly use your weapon regarding the safety and bullets, and also you must be of a minimum age. So all these stats, and all these stories, all the stats about the other states that allow concealed carry, and the fact that you have to be qualified to carry a weapon just proves that Illinois should have concealed carry. With all this said, there should be absolutely, positively no reason as to why you think that concealed carry shouldn't be legalized, and also the state of Illinois shouldn't think that concealed carry shouldn't be legalized.